Hello, welcome back to another episode of All Ball Media. Today it is Friday, February 28th, and we will be recapping everything that happened this week, as well as going into a nice little preview of the sports that we have going on this weekend. Missed you guys, went on a bit of a hiatus, got sick, had some technical difficulties, but we're back and rolling. Can't wait to get into this episode. We missed a lot of juicy stuff, and we got a lot of good things coming up here at the end of February, reaching the beginning of March. Alrighty, starting us off today, naturally, golf, specifically the PGA. The last tournament that we had was that good old Mexican Open. The winner of that was Brian Campbell with a score of 20 under. He tied with Aldrich Potgieter. They did go to a playoff, and Brian did succeed him. So congratulations to Brian on that Mexico Open win. This week, the gentlemen are back in the US of A. They are down in Palm Beach Gardens at the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches at PGA National Resort and Spa. I don't know. It's the championship course. Pretty sick stuff, though. The previous winner was Austin Eckroth, the current leader through one day of play and even the beginning of this Friday. We have Jake Knapp with the score of 13 under. Currently, I do believe he is at a score of 13 under, but yesterday he was at a score of 12 under. He shot a 59 yesterday. It was ridiculous. He had 12 birdies, clean card for the boy Jake. Tied for second with 8 under, we had Daniel Berger. We had Russell Henley and Sami Välimäki, the Finnish lad. I just wanted to write some notes for Mr. No, that was it. They all tied, same score, same scorecard. T5, we have Sam Ryder with 7 under, as well as Ricky Fowler. Naturally had to shout my boy out. They both shot 64s. Sam had 7 birdies, and Ricky had 8 birdies and 1 bogey. So, different way to get it, but as long as you end up with the conclusion of your scorecard being right and nice, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter how you get there. Just wanted to preview this weekend today and the rest of this weekend out there in Palm Beach Gardens. It's going to be real nice. Today they have a high of 76 up to 17 mile per hour winds with 75% average humidity. Holy moly. On Saturday they have a high of 79, a bit on the higher end. Some lighter winds though, up to only 13 miles per hour and 70 average humidity. It's Florida. It's sticky. That's the only reason I'm highlighting the weather, just because they had been on the West Coast and then down in Mexico. So it was treating them pretty fairly. I mean, other than the early on at Torrey, but it wasn't too bad of a Western road trip in a sense. The weather was pretty good. We're on to Sunday's conditions. High of 75, 17 mile per hour winds, and a 65 average humidity percentage on the day. So keep an eye out for this weekend. It's going to be a good one. I have a feeling Jake's going to finish strong and take this one, just because if he's doing that on the first day, I mean, 59, he broke 60. That's all we got for the PGA. We'll be moving on. We're talking TGL. As far as what they've been up to, staying consistent on the Mondays and the Tuesdays. This past Monday we did have a doubleheader, Boston versus Atlanta. Atlanta won 6-3. We had LA versus New York. LA beat New York 5-4. Special guest from LA, they did have Tony Finau playing, so that was pretty cool. On Tuesday, we had the Bay play Jupiter. The Bay did best Jupiter 6-3. Jupiter did not have Tiger Woods on the roster that day. Not an excuse. Everybody's a great golfer that plays. Just thought I'd note, Tiger didn't play. The new current little updated standings, the Bay's in first still, LA's in second, Atlanta's in third, New York's in fourth, coming back. Jupiter is in fifth, and Boston is in sixth. We do have some matches coming up this Monday, March 3rd. LA's playing the Bay at 3 p.m. Eastern. Boston's playing New York at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then on Tuesday, we have Jupiter and Atlanta, but we will preview that a little bit more on Monday. That's your update on TGL. Stay with it. We only have a couple more weeks here until we enter the playoffs and then the semis, and then we have a SoFi Cup championship winner. Okay. Since I'd last spoken about sports, the United States did lose the Four Nations tournament to Canada. Congratulations, Canucks. You Canadians. You deserve it. Conor McGregor had that sick goal in overtime. I'm just a little sad about it, but love hockey. We've been up and rolling and skating, and the boys have been firing on all cylinders like they never left for a little break. Update for anyone that was interested. There is not going to be an all-star break. I looked into it, and the NHL did use the Four Nations as a halfway point of the series break, and that will be now, for this year, the mark of the all-star break. So there will be no more break the rest of the year. We have games going up until April, and then that's when playoffs start. So they are off and rolling. As far as what we have going on currently, I did want to give a little shout out to some of the current standings here in the Western and Eastern conferences. In the West, the Winnipeg Jets are in first, Dallas Stars, Vegas Golden Knights, Minnesota Wild, Edmonton Oilers, LA Kings, Colorado Avalanche, and the Vancouver Canucks. In the East, we have the Washington Capitals, Florida Panthers, Toronto Maple Leafs, Tampa Bay Lightning, Carolina Hurricanes, New York, Jersey Devils, Detroit Red Wings, and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Those are just going to be your little current standings. We do have a whole lot of hockey coming up still, so if you got a nice little taste or introduction from the Four Nations and you don't have a team, go ahead and pick yourself a team unless you want to stay true and loyal to like where you're from, or if you're having history with a team, naturally be loyal to that. But there will be 3 games on Friday, day 5 of the week. The Kings will be playing the Stars, the Maple Leafs will be playing the Rangers, and the Wild will be playing the Avalanche. That is your little hockey update. Stay tuned, stay frosty, put goals in nets. We talk football. Champions League update. Last we spoke, there were still going to be games for the aggregates for that for the first knockout round playoffs. The way that those ended up was Fiorentina advanced over Milan 2-1. Bayern advanced over Celtic 3-2. Brugge advanced over Atalanta 5-2. Benfica advanced over Monaco 4-3. Dortmund advanced over Sporting 3-0. PSV advanced over Juventus 4-3. PSG advanced over Brest 10-0. Ridiculous. Real Madrid advanced Man City 6-3. That one ended up not being that close. The boys were at home and they were humming, man. Mbappe had a hattie. It was... Congratulations. So that is going to be just your little update on those. We do have games starting next week already for the round of 16. So we will be introducing those on Tuesday. So that's your little Champions League update. There is another tournament I did not know. I should have been on this for sure, but honestly, it's a little whack. But then I saw like the games that were played at the end of this month, And I was like, wow, I might have to tune into this. So we have the Concacaf Champions Cup. And that is including the Liga MX clubs as well as MLS teams. So, pretty sick. A lot of competition. The way that those went down, we had Monterrey advanced 5-0 over Forge. Cruz Azul advanced 7-0 over Real Hope. Guadalajara advanced 3-1 over Cibao. Tigres advanced 3-1 over Real Estili. Pumas advanced 3-2 over Cavalry. Inter Miami advanced 4-1 over Sporting Kansas City. LAFC advanced on an away goal. The aggregate was tied versus Colorado. Cincinnati advanced 5-2 over Motagua. Herediano advanced 2-1 over Salt Lake. Seattle advanced 6-2 over Antigua. Vancouver advanced 3-2 over Saprissa. That's the first round for those gentlemen as well. They also have the next round starting this upcoming week, March 4th. So we will be giving more introduction to that as well. That's your little update for you on the soccer tournaments that are going on at the moment. I know there's more, but these are just the ones that are kind of cool to follow. We are going to be covering boxing and MMA. Good time. I missed a couple pretty big events. I know the last one this past weekend for UFC wasn't too bad, but there was a bigger boxing match that I did miss that was pretty good. As far as what we have going on this weekend, good fights. Saturday, we have Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Lamont Roach Jr. for Davis's WBA lightweight title in Brooklyn, New York. That will be tomorrow, Saturday, March 1st. And then we also have a nice little fight night for the UFC, and that will be Cape versus Almaboyev. And that will be a flyweight, so some smaller guys throwing hands. Just wanted to update that. I will be giving a deeper update for next week's UFC card because it's going to be a banger. But stay tuned for those. I think you can catch the Davis fight on Showtime, if not Amazon Prime, I think. Prime Video, and then there's a pay-per-view on Prime Video. That is where it's at. And then for the UFC Fight Night, ESPN Plus. All right, take it easy. Take care. Stay safe now. Fade away in your face, son. NBA updates coming right at you. Victor Wembanyama's out for the year, if you haven't heard. Blood clot. Shoulder. He'll be alright, though. He'll be back. But he's out for this year. Recap for yesterday's games. We had the Warriors play the Magic, and they beat them 121-115. Steph Curry with 56 points and 9 threes. 9 or more. He hit a record for another 9+ three-pointers made game. It was ridiculous. Paolo Banchero, 41 points and 6 boards. Big night for the young lad. I thought this was very interesting. There was another game yesterday, the Bucks versus the Nuggets, and the Bucks also scored 121 points. What are the chances? It's like they were racing to see who scored the most. They didn't beat anybody in particular, who we will recap, but 2 121s. Kind of sick. Jokic had a 32, 14, and 10 triple-double. Giannis had a 28, 19, and 7. So, almost had it. Pretty close, though. Both those guys average them, so it's either they're going to get them. Typically, they get them. Like 7 out of 10 games, depending on the matchup specifically. they get it. But great game for the gentlemen. The Bucks were not favored. The Nuggets were favored. So wait for the Bucks to really pull it out and show them who they fear to dare. Next up, we have the Mavs and the Hornets. The Mavs won 103-96. Kyrie with 25 points, 9 rebounds. Mark Williams with 16 boards and 26 points. So much for being hurt, huh? Interesting. The highest scoring team of the evening yesterday, or the day, was the Pelicans. They played the Suns. It was 124-116. Zion with a 27, 10, and 11 triple-double. Devin Booker with 36 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds and 9 assists. To finish out the night, we had the Lakers and the Timberwolves. The score was 111-102. The Lakers did get the win. LeBron had 33 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shannon Jr. had 25 points for the Timberwolves. I did see that Mr. Anthony Edwards got ejected. So, somebody was a little in trouble. That's your recap for Thursday's games. Coming up today, we have a nice little almost a dozen, you could say. Pretty close to. We got games. Here we go. The Nuggets are playing the Pistons. The Thunder are playing the Hawks. The Cavaliers are playing the Celtics. The Trailblazers are playing the Nets. The Pacers are playing the Heat. The Raptors are playing the Bulls. The Knicks are playing the Grizzlies. The Pelicans are playing the Heat. The Timberwolves are playing the Jazz. And it's the Battle of LA, baby. The Clippers are playing the Lakers at Crypto.com Arena. So they're coming back home, man. That's your little update for today. And then Saturday, we have some more games, pretty good games. The Wizards are playing the Hornets, the Nets are playing the Pistons, the Kings are playing the Rockets, the Spurs are playing the Grizzlies, the Warriors versus the 76ers, and the Bucks are playing the Mavs. That's your little update on the NBA. We'll definitely be diving in a little bit more here just because similar to hockey, they are halfway. So, almost done. We'll see how a lot of these guys hold up. I did see Embiid's, like I mentioned, he's hurt again. So, we'll see what happens with them. And, yeah. Ball out. We're talking college basketball. College basketball. Thursday recaps go something like 15th ranked Michigan beat Rutgers 84-82. That win went on to tie Michigan State and Michigan for the number 1 top ranked team in the Big Ten. So we'll see who ends up winning the Big Ten. Path is going to go through Michigan regardless. The other game that we had was number 23 ranked St. Mary's. They beat LMU 58-55. There was only going to be one game today. That'll be UCLA versus number 20th ranked Purdue, Purdue. As far as tomorrow's game, very good matchups this weekend. Number 13 ranked Clemson is playing Virginia. Number 16th ranked Maryland is playing Penn State. Number 1 ranked Auburn is playing number 17 ranked Kentucky. Number 10 ranked Texas Tech, is playing Kansas, who's not ranked anymore. Womp womp. Number 7th ranked St. John's is playing Seton Hall. Number 24th ranked Mississippi State is playing LSU. Number 6th ranked Alabama is playing number 5 ranked Tennessee. Bit of a SEC showdown right there. Stay tuned. Cincinnati will be playing the number 4 ranked team out of Houston, the University of Houston that is. Missouri ranked 14th is playing Vanderbilt. Pitt, who's going to be playing Louisville, who is ranked 19th. Florida State is playing Duke. Marquette is ranked 21st. They're playing Georgetown. Number 12 ranked Texas A&M is playing number 3 ranked Florida. Number 22nd ranked team Arizona is playing number 9 ranked team Iowa State. Banger there as well. To wrap us up, we have St. Mary's. Once again, like we said earlier, ranked 23rd. They're playing Oregon State. BYU, congratulations to those boys. Birmingham Young University, I do believe. Ranked 25th. They're playing West Virginia. Good little setup of games this Saturday. Going into the weekend, we'll have a nice little stretch. I did want to mention a good introduction into the brackets. Not necessarily who's making it so far, but just a bit of a standard outline of what we're looking at for who's going to qualify as far as how many teams out of these conferences. For the SEC, we have 13 teams. For the Big 10, we have 11. For the Big 12, we have 8. For the Big East, 4. ACC has 3. Mountain West has 3. And the WCC has 2. That's your little introduction. We only have about 2 more weeks here until Selection Sunday. So keep an eye out for how these teams are going to finish strong and start up this tournament. Jumping on over to the women's. Thursday recap looks something like number 3 ranked Notre Dame lost 81-86 to number 23 ranked Florida State. Timpson with 22-17, King with 17-11. Number 6th ranked South Carolina beat Ole Miss 75-59. Kits with a 16-13-10 triple-double. Congratulations. Iwala with 10, 9, and 4 blocks. LSU ranked 7th. Lost to Alabama ranked 20th, 88-85. Morrow with 16, 9, and 5 steals. Ney with 28 points. Number 1 ranked Texas beat Mississippi State 68-64. Lord help me. Miwentanda 15, 11, and 3 blocks. Okot with 11 points. Number 5 ranked UConn beat number 22nd ranked Creighton 72-53. Strong 22, 9, and 3 steals. Malley with 11 points and 7 boards. Duke ranked 16 upset North Carolina 68-53. Fournier with 19 points, 10 boards. Grant with 17 points. NC State ranked 9th beat Wake Forest 78-57. Brooks with 17-6. Williams with 13 and 6. Onward. Kentucky ranked 15th upset Tennessee ranked 11th 82-58. Strax with 13, 15, and 3 blocks. Cooper with 25 points. Oklahoma ranked 13th. Beat Florida 89-65. Verhulst with 17, 7, and 3 steals. McGill with 14 points, 3 steals. 19th ranked Maryland. Beat Indiana 73-60. Sellers with 25 and Garzon with 18. 25th ranked Louisville beat Clemson 78-52. McQueen with 16 points. Curry with 15 and 10. That's your Thursday recap. There aren't any ranked games today for the ladies, but we do have 3 ranked games on Saturday, and they go something like number 18 ranked West Virginia is playing Cincinnati. Minnesota will be fighting, going off their best against 23 ranked Michigan State. And we have a nice little battle for Southern California. Number 4 ranked USC is playing the number 2 ranked UCLA. Pick them whichever way you go. Neither one's a wrong answer. On to their bit of a conference breakdown as far as which conferences we will be expecting teams out of for the March Madness tournament and how many. For the ladies, we have the Big 10 with 13, the SEC with 10, the ACC with 8, the Big 12 with 7, the Ivy League with 3, and the Big East with 2. Great representation from around the country for the women's. We'll see. Similar, just like the men's. Only got about 2 weeks left, so keep an eye out on who's going to be advancing, making it out of these conferences, and maybe going to the dance. Moving forward, we have a nice little recap and update on the Unrivaled League. Last time we spoke, we had a couple games. Just going to give a couple of scores updates and also a little leaderboard update. So, the last game that we had this previous week was between we had the doubleheader. Naturally, we have the doubleheaders for the ladies. On Monday, we had the Phantom play the Rose. Rose won 71-59. And then we had the Mist face the Laces. The Mist won 65-49. So, pretty solid week. Today, we do have a couple of games. We have the Vinyl playing the Laces at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we have the Mist playing the Phantom at 8:15. So keep an eye out on those. You can watch those games on TNT and True TV, streaming on Max. Pretty cool stuff. Giving you an update on the standings here. The Lunar Owls are 9-1 at first place. In second, we have Rose, 6-4. At third, we have the Laces, 5-5. 4, we have Vinyl, 4-6. 5, we have Mist, 3-7. And in sixth, we have the Phantom, 3-7. Just wanted to give you a little update. On Monday, we'll have a bit of a recap for how this evening's game went and the Monday games that we are looking in for. Actually, if we're going to just be talking about the Monday games. And I'm sorry, I missed it. We have games on Saturday. Saturday, we have the Lunar Owls playing the Vinyl at 6 p.m. Eastern, and the Mist are playing the Rose at 7 p.m. Eastern. So don't miss out on those either. Then we'll be moving on, and there's more games Monday, March 3rd, and then there won't be games on the Tuesday. But yeah, just Monday, Friday, and Saturday. There's your Unrivaled update. Just want to say thank you for watching today's episode. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend. If you do get a chance to watch some sports, it's not a bad idea. It's always a good time. All sports, all ball media. But if you don't get a chance, don't worry. We'll be catching up with you on Monday. So take it easy.